and I'll be your friend till the end. This week on Monster News. A new trailer for A Quiet Place, which premiered on The Ellen Show this week. Oh, screw it. You know, if the construction's gonna be loud, I'm gonna be loud too. Reveals a whole bunch of new footage, including some other children that Krasinski and Blunt's characters are taking care of. In this new trailer, we also see the first line of dialogue that we've seen in any of the trailers. "Who are we if we can't protect them?" Blunt's character shakily whispers to Krasinski's. "We have to protect them." Krasinski directs and stars in A Quiet Place, his first venture into horror filmmaking. Remember, if they hear you, they hunt you, so maybe we should tell him to keep it down until April 6th. Bloody Disgusting is reporting that Don Mancini and franchise producer David Kirschner are currently working on a Child's Play TV series. According to Mancini, Cult of Chucky deliberately set up a TV series premise. So here's what Mancini told BD. "We definitely want to use Child's Play in the title. We want to signal that it's going to be dark, darker than ever before. It's going to be very creepy." The only other detail we have about the series is that Mancini is planning to make it an 8-part, hour-long series, and that Brad Dourif will return to voice Chucky. Warner Brothers announced this week that they'll be shifting New Line's The Nun from July 13th to September 7th, 2018. Meanwhile, James Wan's Atomic Monster is developing a Crooked Man spinoff and third Conjuring film. Ooh. But like a good ooh. You know? We learned this week that Ryan Murphy will be leaving 20th TV for a Netflix mega deal. The 5-year pact calls for Murphy to produce a full new series that will film exclusively for Netflix, which works because that's the only place I watch all of his current series anyways. The prolific producer behind American Horror Story and American Crime Story will be leaving his home at 20th Century Fox Television in favor of his mega deal over at Netflix, a deal that's said to be worth $300 million. That is so much money. Guillermo del Toro's screenplay The Witches is attracting filmmakers at Warner Brothers and is reportedly being considered a directorial project by no less than Robert Zemeckis, in addition to some other high-profile names. The Witches was adapted in 1990 by the Jim Henson Company and featured Angelica Houston with these really cool prosthetics as a child-hating Grand High Witch in the film. This fresh cinematic interpretation is said to have been a Del Toro passion project for a long time, but given the lack of updates in the last 5 years, it was thought to be an abandoned project. But we are hearing rumblings that both The Witches and a new Willy Wonka movie, another doll adaptation that had stalled out, are in the works again. Chris Columbus, the director of Home Alone, Mrs. Doubtfire, and the first 2 Harry Potter films, is slated to write, produce, and direct the Blumhouse screen adaptation of Scott Cawthon's video game Five Nights at Freddy's, according to a Deadline report. Created by Scott Cawthon in 2014, Five Nights at Freddy's takes place at a Chuck E. Cheese-like kid-friendly pizzeria called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And this is where a security guard battles animatronic robots that come to life and turn homicidal each night. So, you know, we were like probably right to be terrified of the robots at Chuck E. Cheese's. But that pizza though, super worth it. I'd probably risk my arm for a pepperoni. That's it for Monster News this week. I've been your host, Sheena Laird. And if you could see any horror novel turned into a movie, which would it be? Let us know in the comments below. See you next week.